Welcome to Conversations. I'm Nate.
And I'm Nosha.
And thanks for joining today's conversation. Today's conversation will be about power and money. And does money give you power in a relationship? So Nosha, does money give you power in a relationship?
Yes, it does.
What make you say that?
Because you can control a relationship if you have money. So like a lot of the time, especially if you make the most money and you're making way more money than the other person, then a lot of times the person will kind of
control the situation.
They'll control it, or people will be submissive to certain things that they probably wouldn't be whenever they have money. Like so if they had money, or they had, were making the most money, or if we both make the same amount of money, then a lot of times we don't have to get in, we don't give in, we don't have to compromise. Like we can do what we want to do.
So let me ask you this: does that mean that money gives you a sense of a different type of respect? I mean, because if you make more money than I do, but you're controlling stuff because you have more money, does that reduce the respect that you have for me? I mean,
no, it probably would give you a little bit more respect for the person because that person is providing and taking care of you. So you are going to have a little bit more respect for that person. But I think a lot of people manipulate that and start to control situations when they make the most money.
So let's jump into a direct situation. Let's say you just meet somebody and y'all go out on a date. Do you expect the guy to pay for the date? And if he does, do you expect him to pay for all of the dates, or how does that work?
If I go out on a date, yes, I do expect the guy to pay for the date. Now, that doesn't mean that he always has to pay, or that doesn't mean that I may not pay. But more than likely, I expect him to pay. I mean, that's just, to me, that's just something that a man's supposed to do.
So it could happen where y'all out on a date and he actually suggested he's paid for it, or offered to pay for it. You might say, you know what, I'll take care of the bill.
Exactly.
I get you. Okay.
I've done that before. So I've been out with someone and I've been like, oh, don't worry, I'll pay for the drinks, because I know that's something that men don't usually expect. Like, they don't expect women to be like, oh, I got it, So I've done it before, but that don't mean I do it every time. That don't mean I do it every time, though.
Yeah.
It's just if I like you.
Okay, so do I pay? Do we pay for all the meals? Because some women out here just trying to get a free meal, and I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so, well then you got to be upfront. Like you got to be straightforward. Like, look.
Or am I picking the wrong girl?
Don't give the wrong no, don't give the wrong impression. Don't take me out on a date and pay for all this stuff, and then I'm expecting like, oh, he got it, so every time we go out, you're gonna take care of it.
Yeah.
But if you go out and you're like, okay, I got these first round of drinks, then that makes me feel like, okay, well, I gotta pay for the next round of drinks. So that put me in a position where I know that he's not just out here paying for everything. Does that make sense? Right.
So real quick question, if we're going to jump into our lit topic and ask the audience. So if we go out on a date, you can't be ordering like shrimp and steak. You know what I'm saying? So
why not?
Okay, well, here's the thing. Would you normally order that?
Yes, I would.
So that's you though, but most people. So I mean, that's a real question, because if I'm paying for shrimp and steak, does that ideally give me power? Am I saying?
No, but that will make you feel like that woman owes you something.
I mean, but do you understand that as a woman? So I'm just going to put that out there, because it's like, hey, it's all right if we go to a certain restaurant and, look at the restaurant, look at the menu, and size up the situation.
But you're also going to a certain restaurant, so you're creating a certain
It does gauge it. Yeah, I ain't gonna take you to the steakhouse and
you can only order this.
Appetizers.
Why you take me here? Take me to McDonald's, like
appetizers only.
Yeah.
All right. So in our lit topic today, the lit topic is cheating, and is women cheating worse than men cheating? And we're going to take it to the audience. We're going to ask two audience members. We're going to ask a male and a lady.
Okay.
So, audience member number one, does men cheating versus women cheating worse? Who's worse? Which one is worse?
It's worse for a woman to cheat.
Now, why you say that and keep it short?
Because she's going to be emotional.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Wait your turn.
We're going to get right to you. I love your enthusiasm. One moment.
She took the words right out of my mouth.
What's that?
Because women are more, they get more attached to you. Women can't just cheat and not get attached.
Okay.
That's not true.
It's impossible.
So for my guy audience member, he thinks that it's worse for a woman to cheat because they get more attached. Now we're going to take it to our woman audience. Excuse me, ma'am. Let me ask you a question from a woman's standpoint. Is it worse for a woman to cheat than a man?
I just think it's worse for both.
Okay, that's fair. That's even. So from a woman's standpoint, it's worse for both. So let's talk.
Because all women cheat.
Okay. So we're not okay. So
Listen, audience
wait a
member.
minute. Let's keep it calm down. So thank you guys. Thank both of you for their input. So by the way, we're here at Daiquiri Depot, 2544 East Abrams Street, Suite 100, Arlington, Texas 76010.
Come check out the daiquiris.
Come check out the daiquiris. They're great. Got great prices, and the soul food is fabulous.
Pretty good.
All right, so let's chime in on that real quick and get back to the money and power and things like that. So,
Okay.
what do you think? Is it equal or is it worse?
I have to agree with one of our audience members. It's worse for both. I do think both people can get attached to the cheating situation that they have going on. So it can be worse for both. But most times, men are less likely to be as accepting of cheating than women are. Women will still expect to marry you, still expect to have babies. Like, they will forgive you. But men, once you cheat, I feel like in their mind they know like you're no longer that person for them.
No longer that person.
You know what I mean? Like they don't have those future goals.
Yeah, we're not gonna go for it. If that happens, we're not that strong.
Y'all still be with us, but we're no longer a future for y'all.
Okay.
Y'all out there looking for somebody else.
All right, so now back to the money, and we'll be wrapping it up here. With the money and the power in a relationship, when do you start to pay all the bills? How do you feel about the man paying all the bills? And when do you start to pay for all of the bills? When, you know, cause I mean, everybody has their own different time and how they gauge people and how they meet them and things like that. But on a normal level, when does...
One of our lights is ringing.
Yeah.
Okay, but back to the conversation.
Right.
I think that, number one, if you have your own place already and you're already paying for all those things, you should already be paying for it. Like, even if I come around, you shouldn't decide, oh, well, you're going to pay half of this. No, this was your place, or vice versa, before I met you.
Right.
Now, if we decide to move in together, then we can talk about splitting everything in half. But if this is already your place, don't expect me to pay bills because it's already your place.
I like
now,
that.
I might help you. I might be like, okay, I'm going to help you on this, but don't come give me a breakdown of what I got to pay because I'm here with you.
So let me ask you a question. That's great. I like that. That's a great response. So let me ask you another question. Do you expect, if in general, not you, but in general, do you think that it's okay for a man to pay a car note when he's just met you? Or is that kind of, and here's why I'm asking.
Okay.
Because I asked someone that I asked a lady that I was talking to, and I just asked her a question about, hey, would you allow the man to pay for dinner, which is okay, but do you think that's a little bit too much, too early if a guy pays a car note and is not to be expected to be paid back, or how does that work? Would you treat him the same? I mean,
awkwardly, I don't know if you would ask that right away, but I mean, if the man decides that he'll do it, then I don't see anything wrong with that. But I just
how does that come about,
him to do,
right?
like, because then that makes us feel like we're officially together. Like, if he's out here paying my car note, he's gonna feel like we together.
So there's definitely a time frame when you should start doing certain things, paying for certain things, and also accepting certain gifts, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So with all bills paid and things like that, I like that point you made that, hey, if we're not living together and you have your own place, don't expect me to pay for all your bills. I could help you, but that's not. But once we start to live together, then how does that happen?
Yeah. Like, once we start to live together, like if we go find a place together, then of course you can expect that. You can be like, well, we moved in here together. Now, if one person wants to take over the bills versus the other, like I've had a situation where I'm living with somebody, but they pay all the bills, but like I might help them like on little stuff, like if we go buy groceries, or I might help them on the light bill every once in a while, like, you know. So it just depends on your relationship. Like, each person, especially if we both don't make the same amount of money and you make more money than me, don't expect me to really just put up half for everything because I don't make as much money.
Because you don't make as much.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So be considerate and be like, okay, well, you can just pay this. You know what I mean? Like,
okay. All right. Okay.
I like Sarega.
Well, that was our show for today. Power and money, and does it give you power in a relationship?
Yes.
I say it does give you power in a relationship, but when you start using that power, you have to have a certain understanding.
Right. Don't manipulate
it
because you make more money. Like, that's not a good thing. Don't do that to people.
Exactly. So again, I'm Nate,
I'm Nosha.
and thanks for joining today's conversation.
Make sure you like and subscribe
And
to
hit
our
that
YouTube
bell.
channel.
Conversations. Also, you can get me at The Real Nate C on IG.
At beauty_no.no on Instagram.
Thank you and have a great day.